Why do you need to surround yourself with people who are better than you? Today, I'm going to discuss why in any area of your life that you want to get better at, you need to surround yourself with people who are ahead of you in that area if you want to improve. My name is Blaze Asayan, and I help young men break bad habits, build confidence, and develop self-esteem. Let's get right into it. So, I'm going to drop a few examples of areas of your life that you might want to improve and why surrounding yourself with people who are ahead of you will benefit you. I'll drop a few examples of ways in my life. I've surrounded myself with people who are better than me, and that has resulted in massive gains for me. All right, first area for me that I remember this happening in is fitness. I was in high school, wanted to get in great shape, wanted to look a certain way. So I said, you know what? Who are the most fit people I know? Who are the most fit people I know? And I didn't just go for, the most fit people who were my age. No, I looked at the people who were a few years older than me and who were in great shape, out of high school, adults. And I started going to the gym and talking to them, asking them, hey, what do you do? What do you do to get in such great shape? And, of course, with putting on muscle and getting into great physical shape, it is a duration game. The longer you're in the game, the more muscle you're going to have, the better your physique is going to be, right? Making sure that you're doing everything right for a long period of time, that's crucial. So I started surrounding myself with them. I started asking a lot of questions, started working out with them, doing workouts. And what do you know? Within a year, I was in excellent shape. And it's not just about, the working out with the right people. Of course, you got to put in the work. It's not just working out with the right people and, doing that every so often. That's not going to get you to where you want to go. It's working out with the right people and then doing more on top of that. Putting in more hours so that you can get the gains faster. You do twice as much work, you're going to get the results in half as much time. All right, so that's first area, fitness. Now, this second area, this is where this rule of surrounding yourself with people who are better than you really comes into play. And that's in building a business and making money. Okay, this year, I have really been battling with, whether or not I'm staying in college. And right now, I don't really know. I'm working right now, and, I don't have to make that decision until December. I have this period of time where I don't have to go to school, just the way my school works. So I'm just living life, building the business, getting good at sales, and working at a place that I really enjoy, working for someone who is a big role model for me in personal development and who's made an impact in a lot of people's lives. So it's work that I find fulfilling. And surrounding myself with the right people this year has made massive gains for me in my business, right? So first area, sales. I have tried a bunch of different areas where I could sell things, solar and a few other areas. And then I recently found this group and I'm doing insurance sales right now. I found the right group of people who are ultra motivated, who are hyping each other up, who are great salesmen, who are getting awesome results. And I'm asking questions all the time. I'm not talking to the people who are at the bottom of the barrel of the company. I'm talking to people who are the top producers, asking them, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? Watching in on their calls, seeing how they go about doing their calls, the process, the way they speak, the questions they ask, right? Surrounding myself with the best people in the organization. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to do my dials, and I know that I'm gonna crush it. I just know it because I've already learned so much, and I'm gonna continuously learn as I'm dialing the phone, as I'm doing the cold outreach, as I'm just keep learning and doing and learning and implementing, and just do that over and over and over again. It's inevitable. It's inevitable that you're gonna reach the right result. Another area, building my actual business. Recently started a consulting business, an agency that helps personal trainers and, small gyms with their client acquisition and going into gyms and, just walking around, talking to gym owners, not presenting them anything, learning the game, understanding the fitness business, and just asking around, asking the most successful gym owners near me, hey, so how do you guys go about, your marketing efforts, your client acquisition? Like, what are you guys doing to be so successful? And learning and surrounding myself with the best. And wouldn't you know it, now I know how it works and I know how to provide results for my clients. So that's how I'm starting my agency in this space. And I already have my first client on the way. Looks like we're about to go through with a deal. And that happened all in the matter of, a few days. That's how fast it can happen. That's how fast it can happen if you want it. It's just, do you want it bad enough? Do you want it bad enough to look stupid? To surround yourself with people who know way more than you? And to risk looking like an idiot? So what? So what? No one became an expert just right off the bat. No one just became an expert automatically. No, they were the student at one time too. They were clueless. But what did they do? They just kept persisting. They kept learning. They kept seeking advice from people at the top. And as you know, that's how you get successful. That's just how you get successful in life. So those are two big areas of my life: fitness and business and making money. Another area, relationships as well. Don't go, obviously, I know you wouldn't do this. If you're watching this video, you're smart. I know you wouldn't seek relationship advice from someone who doesn't have an awesome relationship, right? Seek advice if you want to get better in a relationship, or you want to develop a great relationship. Go to the people you know who have an amazing relationship, and don't be jealous. Just ask them, hey, how do you guys do this? How do you guys maintain this? Even though I'm so young, like going to people who have been married happily for 40 years, asking them, man, like, how do you guys keep it going? Like, how do you guys keep the spark alive, right? You would never seek relationship advice from your single friend who has never had a girlfriend. Like, I don't believe my relationship advice is valid because I haven't been in a long-term relationship, really. So seek advice from people who are better than you. Always. You know what? I'm going to be better in some areas than a lot of people, and I'm going to be worse in some areas than a lot of people. If I'm worse, and if I'm in an area I really want to improve, and I want to improve every area, I'm going to surround myself with people who have figured it out, who are far ahead of me. And, maybe they're not where I want to be ultimately, but, I can take a little bit from everyone. And just one more thing about that I just mentioned. You should primarily, I'm not saying at all times, take advice from people who are where you want to be, right? Like, I want to be very powerful, successful in business, right? Like, we're talking big numbers, okay? I'm going to talk to people who have hit those numbers and ask them for their advice. And guess what? It's very hard to do that. Very hard to do that because people who are that successful, their time is very valuable. So you need to be able to provide value. So you need to gain skills that give you proximity to those kinds of people. The more you're around them, the more you'll learn, the more you'll understand how they got to where they are. And the more you'll have the blueprint to ultimately get to where you want to go, to achieve what they achieved, right? So the moral of this video: surround yourself with people who are better than you if you want to improve in an area, right? Why? You never want to be at the top of the people you surround yourself with. Never. Like, flat out. You never want to be, if you're in business, for example, and you're making $1 million a year and you're in a room with, the next top guys making $300K a year, you should not be in that room. You should be in a room with guys who are making $10 million a month, right? If you're making $1 million a month, 10x it. Be with people who are 10 times better than you. man, your mind will open up to the possibilities. You'll start to understand why you're not where you want to be. And like I said, business is something I love, so that's what I pull my examples from. It applies to every other area of your life. So look, I hope you enjoyed today's video and you took something from it. I really want to emphasize this point to you because it's changed my life. I used to have such a big ego that I wanted to be the best of the people around me. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be better than everyone at everything, right? And I didn't move nowhere. I didn't get anywhere in my life. I just slowly declined because when you're around people who are worse than you, that'll drag you down and you'll start thinking smaller. You start thinking, oh man, like maybe I shouldn't be going for this. Nope. Be around people who are excellent and you will become excellent. That's a fact. So look, I want to thank you for being here today. If you want to learn more about me and what I do, you can click the link in the description, drop a link to my businesses and to my Instagram as well. And yeah, you guys have been really dropping some more comments recently and this is picking up. So I'm really excited. You know, I provide value regardless because I know that there's someone watching this who's going to get value, who's going to get fired up, and who's going to do something great with their life. So I do this for you. And I really hope that you are taking some nuggets from this and you're moving forward in life. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video.